Mobile Tech RX, the app that helps you make more money.
Don't forget to grab your Magnatech mat, available at most PDR tool distributors.
Welcome to another episode of a fun-filled episode of PDR Tool Time. Today's episode is 250. I'm John Rinstrom, along with Daniel Crom, the master and uncoordinator, Vince D'Alessandro, and Hudson Tanzi. Now, we've got a couple of guests for you guys today. We're going to talk about a few different things that got brought up during the Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Thankful episodes. We've got to pick the Hudson and Vince minds about what happened at the Anson event in Texas.
There's some roofies involved.
Oh,
you gotta hear about the roofies.
Hudson's kind of young, and he said he was really tired and walked funny. So I guess that story is going to get a little deeper.
And we were hooting and hollering.
Okay.
All right. How was everybody's week?
Fantastic.
It was marvelous, except I wasn't in Texas and I was very bummed. I called in, but the happy news was I called in and I got to FaceTime with Vince in Texas and see everybody.
You did.
And then I checked in with the live episode and I saw, I think I won something at one of the raffles.
You did. You actually, okay, so we raised about $6,500 in cash.
How much did you raise? 65?
Yeah, I think it was just under $6,500, which is all going to go towards the toys. We get to go shopping. I'm going to send my kid with Christina and her two daughters. They're going to go. Could you imagine shopping $6,500 worth of toys at the toy store?
Oh, God, no.
Awesome.
That's like back in the days, you know, when they had those shopping sprees and you had a shopping cart and you had to go through Toys R Us and get whatever you could in 1 minute or something like that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I would not be able to buy $6,500 worth of toys. I don't even know enough about toys.
Actually, I can simplify it too. Just go to Costco and buy all the Yoda dolls. All the baby Yoda dolls at Costco. They're $19. They're really cheap, but they come fully equipped and everything. And just buy Yoda doll because that everybody wants a baby Yoda.
All right, enough about baby Yoda. We got to talk about more important things like Dent toys for Dent men.
Well, yes, but however, you know, I would take the $6,500 and torture the poor kids and buy them a whole bunch of books.
You'd be surprised, man. My kids
Atlas shrugs.
Yeah. Well,
my kids have more books than toys. It's kind of like we have a book problem. So that might be a good thing.
How many copies of Atlas Shrugged do you have?
Oh man, probably like 5. You know, they read it on a nightly basis. That's kind of their thing.
Yeah. So we raised $6,500. It was awesome. We had about 70 people show up throughout the day. The barbecue
at different times, never at one time ever. We had a maximum of 10 at one. If the feds are listening, you know.
Yeah, sure. No, inside the store there wasn't
social distancing going on.
Absolutely, everyone was outside for the most part, unless they were shopping for tools. And then, like when we did the raffle, a handful of people came in to see if they won or not, and that was it. We were social distancing. And doing all that fun stuff.
Good boys and girls.
Yeah. So what was cool, though, was like the after party stuff and stuff we did at night. And Hudson came up. He spent 2 days with me at my place. And we took
on that comfortable futon.
No, I'm going to let you know this. Okay. Look, if anyone ever has the pleasure of staying, I'm over here about to talk about Vince and tell him something really nice, and he leaves. He left.
He didn't go far.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
I'm right here. I just went to get some booze.
Okay. I'm just going to say, look, he's back now. He had to go get alcohol. Good Lord.
He's wired.
His wife and Vince are the best hostesses I've ever had the pleasure of, or whatever you want to say. Staying at their house was an absolute pleasure. I feel like one of the family. They're incredible at it. And if you ever get the pleasure of being a part of that, you are a lucky person.
It's not me. It's my wife. She's cool.
Yeah, you suck. She's awesome.
Yeah. So
okay.
So we got someone on the line listening. I don't want to make them have to listen to our jibber jabber for too much longer.
Let's get to the business. Let's
get to the business.
Yeah. So Daniel, who do we have on the line?
We have Todd Zimmerman. How you doing, Todd?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on. And we're recording this, and you've got big announcements to talk about. So we want to hear about the big announcements, because if you're tuning into us, you tune in because you want the latest and greatest.
Yeah, and you keep posting stuff for this 2MB1. What's the scoop here?
Well, it is it's a new, basically modular tool cart system, and it's kind of going to be coming out in phases, starting with the TDN and kind of generic bracket kit, as you've seen.
So just so the listeners get a picture of what this thing is. So basically, they're tool holders that are adjustable, correct?
I wouldn't say adjustable, maybe the wrong word, but customizable. So
customizable, that's a better word.
Yeah. So we got basically we got two different brackets that we have. I guess the best way to start is we have a rail system. So we got basically an aluminum extrusion it's got, I don't know, a couple hundred holes in it. And we based everything around that rail system.
Okay.
Or that extrusion. So everything we designed will be able to be bolted up to this extrusion. And this extrusion's got some different brackets on it. The brackets, like right now, we have ones that flip over the edge of the TDN cart. And we also have ones that are able to bolt up to like any generic plastic cart or any cart you can drill a hole and mount them in, basically. So I'm
looking at the photo that you posted up on Facebook here, and you've got this one sitting on this TDN cart. And these are kind of like, for those of you to try to draw a visual, those of you that seen the fishing pole holders, where you press the fishing pole into the foam and it locks the fishing pole into place for traveling basically in your vehicle or setting them up in your topper. These are pinching a tool in a similar fashion. Now, when this C-clamp is clamped on the outside of your TDN cart, the top row of your TDN cart, is that bolted onto that TDN cart, or are they just set there?
So they slide in. I'm going to hang up the phone. I've got the Zoom working, I think.
Okay.
Yep. Except for the audio on the Zoom. You hit the bottom left where it says mute.
Yeah, if you hover over that, that'll have an arrow.
Those of you that don't know, Todd Zimmerman is a genius at making tools and probably a Neanderthal with computers.
Don't worry, I'll just edit this all out.
Yeah, this is all getting edited out.
No, this is great. This is us staying. Todd's like looking at us like you're a bunch of jerks.
Hang on,
for a middle finger sometime. Can't hear you, Todd.
There you are.
Here. You got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay,
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so where were we?
All right, so
They slide onto the TDN cart.
yeah,
Yes,
you were
so-
explaining how they slide into the TDN cart.
Yeah, so the brackets have like a slot in them, and they just slide basically in the same slot as the other hangers. However, because it's a slot on a slot, basically, we can actually hang them around the sides as well, the short ends of the TDN carts, where they don't have any place for holders there.
So then, can you make these as long as you want? You can have it like my 4-foot cart. Could I have one that's 4 foot long all the way around the front?
So we got them in sections, and we've got it to where basically you could put 6 of them on one TDN cart if you wanted to. So there'd be 2 in front, 2 in back, 1 on each side. So
Nice.
Right on.
and then the generic ones, basically it's just a aluminum block that fits inside the aluminum extrusion, and it's got a quarter 20 hole drilled in it. And we actually send you a pattern that you can set up on your cart, drill, mark the holes and drill them so they'll line up. Put any quarter 20 bolt in, and it's like for the generic kind of, any of the plastic carts or even metal carts you see out there that you can buy from, any hardware company.
Okay.
Like
The
a Rubbermaid cart.
The foam inserts are different sizes, though, right?
Yes, we got them for pretty much from 1/8 inch all the way up to, I think, 5/8. I think that's the biggest we have is 5/8. But yeah, so you'll be able to buy the foams as a package of, say, all 7/8 or all 5/8. Or you can go to, or you can buy 2 at a time. Say you buy a set of rights and lefts and you want to buy just, say they're 1/8 inch. You want to just buy the 2 1/8 inch. You can buy 2 of them. So you got rights and lefts, put them in. So on this extrusion, there's a plastic frame, and you just slide those foams in the plastic frame. And so you can basically you're going to set it up exactly the way you want, where you want your tools. And it still allows you to move it around. If you decide, hey, I don't like where these are, I can move them around to over here. It's really super simple. You can basically remove a couple bolts, pull out the foam, change it out. You're back in business.
So it is truly customizable.
Truly customizable. And the best thing is it's not just for those kind of like rod style tools. We're going to be adding glue gun holders, buffer holders, anything anybody can think of. And that's the cool thing is the public or the PDR guys are going to help us develop this basically by giving us ideas and saying, hey, I need a hanger for this, or I need a hanger for that.
Didn't I already see a picture of a holder for your window wedges?
Yeah, I did a lot of 3D printing over the winter of a bunch of different ideas. And of course, 3D printing is not the way we're going to go. It's mostly going to be like ABS framework. There might be some things that we 3D print and then go into plastic injection once we prove them out. And even the frames will probably go to injection once we prove them out, because it's going to take a lot of work to cut and bend them all.
Is it one tool per hole, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each rail holds like 13 tools, 13 basic tools. They're each bracket takes up 4 of the holes on the aluminum extrusion.
Gotcha. The thing that sets yours apart, though, I think, is that you also have these cradles that line up the handle, so the handles look nice and neat on your cart. Instead of going 100 different directions, they're all lined in one direction, right?
Yeah, it's always driven me nuts that handles overlapping and just going all different directions. And half the time you can't tell whether you're missing a tool or not, because there's just no specific, hole for it. And not only that, but the best part too is that it's not a hole. You just lift the tool up 1/2 inch and pull it out. You don't have to lift it up, as long as that tool is, and try to get the bend to come out of the hole. It's just basically up just a little bit and pull it out. And just like you would the fishing pole holder.
All right. So now I'm looking across all your photos here. I'm not seeing whale tails. Is there,
they go in the same ones.
Okay. So they'll fall right into those same slots.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Which actually, whale tails are actually pretty nice, because you can kind of turn them sideways as you're going in. So they slip right in there, and then you just turn them and set them in the cradle. I've been running them all year and doing hail, and I'm always one of the guys, as I'm doing hail, I'm throwing everything back on the cart, and then when I get the panel done, then I might organize them. But now I tend to put them back. And the good thing too is literally when you get done with a car or a panel, you can look at your cart and instantly know if you're missing a tool. I mean, it's just instant. If there's a missing spot.
Are you saying didn't guys leave tools in, say, a headliner?
Sometimes it's rare, but it's been known to happen. It's been known to find a 1985 A1 tool stuck in a headliner.
All right. So I've got the 2mb1.com website. 2 minds better than one.
Yeah.
Website up. Right now, you've just got videos on there. How long before guys are going to be able to get onto this website and start ordering?
We're hoping by the end of this week. So, like I said, it's basically now. Like I said, phase 1 is going to be the TDN and the generic cart setup, and then phase 2 we have the new top coming that will fit the Pro PDR cart, which you've seen probably some pictures of the cart that's based on our hood stand. I don't know if you've seen those pictures, but it's the same exact top. So even if you buy our top for the Pro PDR cart now, and you decide, hey, I want to get I'd like to have the other cart that's based off the hood stand, you can just take that top, order a new frame, and you're back here in business. It's the same exact top. And we should have it fit in the Willie Quick cart as well.
Nice.
Oh, that's good, because I just won one.
You did. You won the whole package, man.
Nice.
So we're going to put in the show notes a link to the Facebook page here, to the Two Minds Better Than One Facebook page. And you'll have to scroll down a little bit. You'll find that picture of the cart, as well as the picture of these tool holders with some close-ups on those photos.
Yeah.
Okay, the big question is how much for like your tool cart that you show, a carbon fiber tool cart that expands and puts away with all the tool holders. What's the cost of that?
We haven't come up with a final price.
Don't tell me that.
I
need to know.
I can give you a roundabout. We're gonna be give or take right around $1,500.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of a la carte stuff that you can add to it. That's the beauty thing. So this cart is going to be to where you can add and change all the time. You can replace the foams every year if you want to. If they start to get worn, for a few bucks, you can replace your foams. So now every year you're back to like brand new.
Fresh.
And because it's based on the hood stand, every one of the corners is usable for a tower of some sort.
I saw that. So you had like hammer towers, right?
Yep, hammer towers, which I know you've been wanting.
Yeah, I've been bugging on that for a while.
A glue tower, whatever else. And we can also make bridges that would go across. So say you have a bunch of short hand tools, you can actually have the hand tools up high going across with the same rail system.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, it's kind of going to be endless. There's a lot of the bottom of the cart that we need to work out to where, we could put a tray at the bottom, and different hangers around the cart that are just lift right off and
what
load
about
up.
my carbon fiber hail rod?
We have some ideas for that. We're going to put some different holders down the bottom stuff. I don't keep the big rods on my cart. I think it's kind of awkward anyways. You get your cart, too much stuff, too heavy. I'm
what
kind
do
of
you
like
do with it then?
Remember that time you designed a cart that can't hold your number one tool?
It's no, I mean it will. We have ideas for holders and stuff. We just haven't produced them yet, but they will be coming down the road. We were trying to get the
I
basics.
break mine down. I have mine on a cart, but I just break it down into smaller pieces.
Yeah. If we were to sit here and try to design every holder for everything out there now, it would take us another year probably to get this out. So we want to get the basics out.
We'll wait. It's okay. We'll wait.
No. Todd's right, because here's what's going to happen is you're going to have that one dent guy who's like, God, this thing's stupid. It doesn't fit my Dent Wizard 1984 special edition tool. I
want to get it out there, and you guys are going to help us probably make it, make a lot of different holders. So that's going to be just kind of, it's going to always progress.
How about your flat bar tools?
I haven't even really put much thought into that, but it's not like we couldn't.
that is a problem, because I've been trying to figure that one out for a while.
Well, most importantly, is it going to fit a Carbon Tech hail rod?
Yeah, well, that's what they were asking.
That's what we've been talking about, you dummy. What are you drinking tonight?
Well, so the TDN cart has big holes, but our cart, we're going to have to do some adaptation as far as different holders.
Yeah. You'd have to have a bottom to the cart as well. Cause I do the same, like Daniel said. On my TDN cart, I have my Carbon Tech rod broken into 2 5-foot sections, and one's on each end of the cart, with different tips on them, basically. And your guys' cart, you wouldn't be able to have that.
No, we'd have to have a holder at the bottom, which is fine. Yeah. We'll have something. When we do that, we'll have a little catch at the bottom for that kind of stuff. But I mean, this is all the stuff we've thought about. But like I said, we don't have it out yet, but we want to have the basic cart out, and then you can buy add-ons. And that's the beauty of it. It's going to constantly be evolving, and it's a modular system. So you can always, you buy a new tool, you can actually buy a holder just for that tool at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
If it's something odd.
That's going to be the first of the modular kind. And I think you're going to set a whole new trend within the industry, because true flexibility, I mean, look at the uniqueness of the tools that are out there, and the ability, right now we've been trying to force all of our tools to fit in any form of a generic holder. Basically we got one of these 4 sizes of holes and a tool needs to slam into there and call it good. And you guys have completely upended the cart, so to speak, when you created an entire modular tool holding system. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's I've been in the business 21 years, and I've seen some pretty crazy carts. Where anywhere from angle iron with holes drilled in it to cardboard. I've seen guys build cardboard towers and different things, and glue. It's crazy what I've seen, and it's just because there's nothing specifically made for PDR, even though there are carts made for PDR, but the whole system of just having holes and all your tools overlapping and hooking up and just tangling on each other has been miserable for years. And I when I ran into Chad a couple years ago at the Anson Open House, and we just were on all the same wavelengths on everything, and put together this 2MB1 brand that. One of the first things we talked about, or actually there's a couple things. One was light stand and one was a tool cart. But at the time we were only really tackling, hangers, tool hangers, or, like window hangers and stuff.
Yeah.
That we were like, a tool cart, this is what I see as a tool cart. And Chad's like, yeah, that's exactly how I see it. We wanted to have something that aligned the handles and was, you didn't have to pull the tool up and out of the hole, and it was modular. So every guy, because every dent guy's tool cart's like a fingerprint, right? They're no two are alike.
Yeah.
So we were on the same wavelength, but we're like, man, that's huge to tackle. And one day Chad's like, what if we use your hood stand frame as the frame? And I was like, well, hell, that takes the biggest part of the whole deal. And it's already done. Yeah. So that's where we really thought, okay, this is doable. To make something as special as this cart, it's like I said, too many of the carts are all the same. I mean, yeah, you might have a different shape or whatever, but everything goes in the same hole. And it's just been a mess for years.
Yeah.
And
it's the thing that bugs every dent guy, because I think every dent guy wants to be organized. We all try to organize our stuff, but it's
all right, so
distance.
We're looking at the modular tool holders. You're looking at the cart. Is there anything else you guys have going that you can talk about now?
Not really. We do have designs for a light stand down the road, but right now we're focusing completely on the tool holders. I think our light stand, if we get it all worked out to what we envision, it's going to up in that industry as well, or that product.
I've seen things.
Yeah, a few of you guys have gotten lucky to see things, and it's it's not all there yet, but man, it's going to make it. It's going to make a big difference.
Cool. Well, we look forward to seeing this these modular rails getting out there and this tool cart getting into some guys' hands, seeing the feedback.
Yep. Oh, your cat's awake. For a half second. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys
appreciate you coming on and cluing us in what you got coming down. And we can't wait to see it, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. You guys take care.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Todd.
All right.
Okay, so that was great. That's great news coming out of Todd.
I'm really, really excited about it. I mean, it sounds so stupid, but I want my tools organized. It's like, organize my tools.
Well, yeah, this is going to be, this is truly straight, dedicated solely for the dent business. So it'll be interesting. Look forward to seeing this stuff come out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So just a piece of metal with holes in it, it's like.
There is someone else that we're going to have on the show tonight.
Yeah, we're going to call Mark Jackson. We had him on a couple weeks ago on the Thanksgiving show, and he's got some tools, so we're going to give him a call.
Before you give him a call real quick, there's something that we all need to talk about, Hudson, and it has to do with what's coming up here, and the season that we're in, Hudson. And that season is usually we start coming up with our tools of the year. So we're going to have, and we always do it last minute. And I'd rather get some input from our listening audience. They might have some ideas as well. Hudson,
that's a good idea, man.
There's been good stuff out this year.
There has been.
Oh yeah.
So I know what I'm thinking about a few tools, but I want us to give us a little bit of thought and maybe get some other guys out there in the world.
Then we can ask Hudson to post something.
Yeah, Hudson. Yeah,
he's sitting there playing. He's on TikTok. I can tell.
He's TikToking.
Are you on TikTok?
I don't even have TikTok.
You're on TikTok.
TikToking.
All right.
So anyway,
so yeah, Hudson put together a nice little post about let's see what some of our users feel has been their tool of the year.
So we should call it the tool of the year, the accessory of the year, and what other things have we had in the past, Daniel?
I don't have to think about that. I'll have to give it more thought.
Yeah, but definitely, the accessory of the year, tool of the year. Those are two main things that everyone is always looking at.
I mean, I can already tell you what the accessory of the year is. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine.
Zip it.
Shut your mouth.
Zip it. Zip.
Shut your little leprechaun mouth.
So we're going to work on tool of the year, accessory of the year.
Other things of the year.
Hey, Hudson, while Daniel's getting this all dialed in, what did you have to say about hooting and hollering over at Hoots? We went
to Hoots.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. This is what middle of nowhere Texas is, John. Okay.
What the heck is Hoots?
Hoots is like a place that I grew up in. It's like a honky tonk. It's like a honky tonk.
Okay, so it's a bar.
It's a bar with a giant dance floor in the middle, and there's middle-aged women who think they can still dance and sing, and they try it.
Is there a bull?
Not at this one.
No, but they can have room for it.
They would.
They would. I would not. It would not put it past
no bull.
So you show up here in the middle of Texas, and you show up, and they're like, you have to pay a cover charge to get in. Okay,
$5
and $5 to get in. And we get there and they're like, oh, excuse me, do you have a mask? And we're like, oh, yes, we do. And then so we start to take it out to put it on, like, oh, honey, no, you don't got to put it on. We're just required to make sure you got one. They didn't care that you wore. They just want to make sure you had one.
Right. But you did need a mask once you got in there if you were allergic to cigarette smoke. Because this place is a blast from 1988, man. You walk in there.
It's Urban Cowboy.
And you're from California, so you can't handle that.
No one can handle it. It's not even California.
No one, right?
Oh, my gosh. I thought I got Rona the next day because my throat was so sore. Once you get used to no
smoke, it's like you can't go back.
Well, you go back when you go to Hoots.
Yeah, man. That's the one thing. I mean, I would go back and just for fun. I mean, everyone that was there, we had a great time. And stuff. So we had Wade, the Hartleys were there, the Dugats were there, Trey and Hannah were there. I think Frank Sell and his lady, and who else was
myself and my lady.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Shalat, no, he called it quits. Mr. Shalate turned in early that night, which is really rare.
He's the dad.
Yeah. He was the dad that night. But man, he
had a long day of flights. So we went there, went to Hoots. It was great. The whole event was great. Had some good barbecue as usual. I once again bought a few things and end up like, how in the world? Like they're ringing me up, and Chris is like, he rings me up, he tells me the price. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's this one. I'm like, no, you had rung some of this up like double or something.
All I wanted was a bag of tabs. How did it get to $800? All I wanted was a bag of tabs. How did I get my bill to $800? Well, that's what happened.
I think I spent like $475 there. And I was like, how the heck did that even happen?
Yeah,
but anyway,
that happens to me all the time.
So I did that, and then but what was really great is we went and saw Anson 2.0.
Yeah,
it's gonna be very impressive, really awesome.
It is, huh?
And that's where I got roofied.
Yes.
I got roofied by Christina Seckinger, the owner of Anson.
You'll have to post that picture.
Okay, stop. Explain this.
No, don't explain it. Don't explain it. Don't explain it. Just put the picture in the show notes. That's it. You have to look at the show notes.
We can't do that to Christine. That's rude. Derek Yost comes over to me. And he looks and he goes, Hudson, look at that huge ladder. We're at Anson 2.0. I go, yeah. And he goes, I think that goes to the roof. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that ladder goes to the roof. Where else is it going to go? And he's like, we should go up it. So we go over there, but we're like, let's go up it. We're like, I don't want to be, let's not be rude. You know, this is Anson's place, right? This is Christina's. So we go to Christina. I'm like, hey, Christina, where does that?
In the news today, Dent guy falls off roof, dies.
We're like, Christina, where does this stair? I mean, where do these, this ladder go? And she's like, oh, it goes to the roof. I'm like, have you been up there? She's like, no. I'm like, we should go up there. She's like, you're right. And so we just go over there and this thing, Vince, can you explain this?
How tall's that roof?
Oh man, it's probably shite. I would probably say 30, 40 feet up in the air.
Oh no, way more than that.
I'm a bad judgment of that stuff. I would say
got like 50 feet at least.
No, it's the top of a second story building. So
you're at least 3 stories tall. Feet.
How much?
30 feet. It's tall.
It's tall. It's way tall. I didn't do it. I won't do it.
So we climb up there. Me, Derek Yost, Mike Dugat, and Christina. We all get up there and we're all up on top of the roof, just looking at the views and just checking out, top of a warehouse roof. And that's whenever.
Is that where the swimming pool is going to go?
Yeah, that's pretty much for this.
Yeah, I'm actually going to paint a big mural on the top.
Now, make sure when you go to Anson 2.0 that you buy your swimming pool tickets from Vince.
Yes.
Go up to the swimming pool on the roof.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thought.
So it's funny, like we got up there and the people are all hanging out outside and Christina keeps going to the edge and goes, hey, look, I'm on the roof. I'm like, Christina, I don't think you got to announce it. Like we can see. But we all took a picture up on the roof, like Chris says, I'll take a picture. And so that is when we invented, the roofie. It's a selfie on the roof.
You got roofie.
We got roofie.
Got it. Okay, boy, that was a
you like that 5-minute long.
That was pretty painful. All right, so we got about 15 minutes left of the show, so we better call the next gentleman, Mr. Mark Jackson, and see if we can get him on.
Yes,
Daniel,
Mark,
you take it away.
Has built
Daniel.
the perfect pull. And
it is hey, Mark. This is Daniel Brom, PDR Tool Time. Wait, who am I calling from? How are you? Good. You're on live with all of us. We got Hudson, we got John, and we got Vince.
Awesome. Thank y'all for calling. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. Good talking to you again, Mark.
So, Mark,
we had you on the Thanksgiving show, so we wanted to call you back.
If you want to remind everyone,
I didn't think you were actually going to call.
What part of the world are you in?
I am in Virginia.
Virginia. So you're East Coast. You're an hour ahead of me and 3 hours ahead of Daniel. So we apologize for the late call.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You had a good, long, cold day out here in Virginia. So not too bad, but getting a little chilly out here.
Now, you've been a Dent guy for how long?
18 years.
So a long timer. Long in the tooth.
It's long enough.
Yeah. And you do a little bit of everything, right?
I do.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
Remind everybody what you've built and discuss it a little bit. As we were dialing you up, I was telling everybody about the perfect pull, but tell us a little bit about what the perfect pull is and how you use it.
So basically, it's a portable, lightweight glue pulling tower. So I've been in body shops before, and I've seen guys pull the car up to the lift and put a chain and a ratchet or come along, and they have their welded wiggle wire, whatever little implements they're using. And I thought about it a long time ago, and one of the things that really got me thinking about it was I got tired of using these 5-pound slide hammers. I hung my 5-pounder up a while ago. I mean, it just hurts. There's no two ways about it. It beats your hands up. And even the 3-pounders, when you're slamming those big Pico tabs, it hurts. It's a lot of wear and tear on your hands. So, of course, I think it's pretty obvious that, hey, if I put a ratchet strap on that or whatever to pull it, but it's like, well, what do I pull it on? What do I attach it to? And the idea is it's taken 2 years for me to really distill it down into this version. There is another version that, I won't talk about right now, but it was much bigger. And basically I came into the mobile version, and basically it's just going to allow you to put a ratchet strap on those giant tabs and pull it with, relative ease, compared to using slide hammers.
And have constant tension on a panel if you want it.
Yeah, constant tension, so you can knock down the crown and work it slowly. Basically, get it up to a, from my standpoint, I wanted to get those huge dents up to a workable, place with PDR tools.
Right.
And I also know that glue pull repair, as Kiko's coined, is really starting to take off in the body shops, and they have the same stuff we do. As a matter of fact, I was in a body shop here in Richmond 2 days ago, and I saw one of the techs using a light. And I walked over and said, "Hey, what are you doing with that light?" He saw it came with our Kiko kit. I said, "Really? Y'all got a kit?" He said, "Yeah, come over here." And it was a level 2 kit. And I'm like, "That's pretty cool." And so I was like, I need to show this video to more body shop guys. I've already had another body shop guy looking at it and, looking for feedback and want all the honest feedback I can get on this thing. But anyway, went and talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, Chris and Gene Fetty came in, a few months ago and trained us. And I've been a friend of Chris White for a while. So we had a good talk, and he's got the link to the website, so he'll be checking it out, and I'm looking forward to his feedback." So
okay,
the manufacturers don't want you welding and don't want you messing with the backside because of the electronics. I'm sure I'm not telling y'all anything, but the E-coat and things like that. So the glue pull repair is only getting bigger.
Oh yeah, it's exploding in the auto body world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And your tower looks very similar. I've got a couple of my old body shop pull towers, and yours is all aluminum. So how much does your whole thing, if a person puts the whole unit together, what's all that aluminum weigh?
Well, yeah, I don't even have a figure in front of me. Let's put it that way, because it's over 100 pounds. But look, you're not going to pick this whole thing up anyway. It wasn't designed for you to pick all components up at one time. Nobody wants to do that, and I don't think anybody can. But basically, if you look at the video, the part where there's 3 components to this thing. There's a rail, which is the part that lays on the ground, where you saw me put the spacer or anvil, as it is, in between, under the car, so it presses down on that rail. And then there's the foot or the receiver, and then there's the tower. So the rail and the base total is 64 pounds. The part you actually see me picking up in that video is 53 pounds. So I basically just lifted it up and set it on a weigh scale. It's a very accurate scale. So, if you can pick up a bag of dog food, you can move this thing around.
The reason why I ask is my old auto body towers are hundreds of pounds. The chains themselves are generally 70 some pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a lot lighter than the old thing. And now this thing is, to paint the picture for our listeners, is basically either sliding underneath a tire, or it's got an upright that will press against the frame of the car. Correct?
Mm-hmm. The frame, or like on the video, I think I used the leaf spring, where the leaf spring attaches.
Any part of the solid part of the car, mm-hmm. right? Underneath.
Yeah. The spare tire. If you're doing I'm going to attempt a deck lid on Saturday for a woman that she can't even get the thing open. I'm like, I can't fix that, but let me see if I can pull it out so you can at least get the lid open. It's like a 7-year-old Jetta. And my thoughts are just, put it on the spare tire, because that's sturdy enough. Whatever's not going to move around. And again, you keep the jack under there. You don't rest everything on that. And I haven't found, I haven't seen it slide yet in that scenario. But yeah.
And then you're using just a regular ratchet strap, like motorcycle ratchet strap to pull with?
Yeah. And I am, I'm including the ratchet straps with the ones I have, I think they have a max breaking strength of like 733 pounds. And, from a liability and safety standpoint, my recommendation is not to use more than 2 800-pound straps at one time. You could probably use more than that.
If you're using 800-pound straps on your glue poles, first of all, congrats to whichever OEM made that paint stick, because I don't think anybody can. and second, run like hell, because that stuff's coming off quick at a very high rate of speed.
Actually, he's got that figured out,
right? Which part?
Well, don't you have a safety strap?
Yeah. I mean, they have a max break-in. Honestly,
no, you have a safety strap in case it let loose, right?
They're the ratchet straps.
Yeah. You know what I always use?
Yeah, the ratchet straps. When they pop, they just fall through the ground. I mean, you don't want to stick your face in front of one. I mean, it's just like any other tab that you're pulling off. But
safety first.
The point is, if the panel's going to fail, the paint's going to fail, everything's going to fail before the tower does. It far exceeds the strength you'll need. So.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to put a link in the show notes to the perfectpulldent.com website, so you can go there, you can check it out. How else can people reach you?
Perfectpulldent.com, and I've joined a couple of the Facebook groups, Kiko and PDR Tool Time. You can find it in there, but my email is perfectpulldent@gmail.com. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'd be happy to get back to you as soon as I can.
Right on. I think that's it's a great asset to the guys doing big pools, doing big stuff. I think any guy would like to have something like that in their arsenal. Yeah. Please reach out and contact you and get that perfect pool.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And hope to see y'all at, we talked about that, but hopefully MTE will go on. I just got my tickets and reserved my room. And like I said, I may bring a car down there and we can all just beat it all to hell and use the perfect pull to pull some large dents out with it.
Are you going to happen to have a booth there or not this year?
I was hoping to hang out with y'all.
Cool. Yeah. We're not sure what they're going to give us this year just yet. With things are changing on a daily basis. But I did just get an email saying that we're having our classes, so at least we know that's going on.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will stay open and be normal.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yep. All right, Mark. I appreciate you coming on and talking with us.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Gotcha. You have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Man, am I getting like a echo back? I hear my own echo. You guys hearing an echo out of it?
Don't hear it.
All right. I hear it.
I hear it.
Okay. Well, we know we needs another set of hearing aids.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if you guys can hear it, because if you do, just understand it's like the voice of God just coming through me.
I wish I could put some reverb on right now, but I can't. We got to figure out how to get some reverb, going on right now.
All right. Well, yeah. Geez, that was a full show there, man. That's a lot of tooling.
There's a lot of heavy tooling going on there. A couple tools.
It's like ramping up to MTE. I'm really kind of happy about it. People are starting to come out with stuff, start to get excited.
Yeah, it looks like the dent industry didn't falter for 2020. I mean, it might have slowed us all down just a little bit, maybe, but
I know, but it's been such a disappointing year in so many different ways. I just want happiness, and tools make me happy. Happy.
I was happy and free the whole year, so it was a good year for me.
Well, all right. Well, guys, don't forget this week, start posting some of what you would say is your favorite tool of the year, your favorite accessory of the year. Love to hear y'all's input on those things.
Yeah, we don't want to miss any. And sometimes, we're old. We might have had something in the beginning of the year and we've forgotten about it.
You're old.
Well, Okay.
From Daniel.
You owed.
You managed to stay awake for this whole
I'm the
episode.
most immature
that was a dang good
one here.
I can't hear when both of you are talking. What's that, Daniel?
I'm the most immature one here.
You are. I don't know.
That's
Hudson's a pretty close second.
Yeah.
Oop, part what?
All right, guys. Thank you for listening and tuning in. We hope to see you next time. Your tool time. And don't forget to level up your tools.
Don't do stupid stuff.
Embrace the crazy.
And keep it stiff while getting a roofie.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the industry and tool-related news every week.
Visit AnsonPDR.com for the largest selection for just about all your PDR tools, where you'll find hog glue and hog tabs,